Here are your top 5 facts that you need to know before coming and visiting Magic Kingdom this summer in 2024. Number 1 is starting right here in the parking lot. You are going to want to account for the time it takes to park and get to Magic Kingdom. It's not just parking and walking. You have to get to the front, go through security, then you either take a monorail or a ferry boat over to Magic Kingdom. Both of these also take time. So if you're planning on coming and rope dropping, which means coming right for when the park opens and being at the front entrance by the time the park opens, you're gonna want to account for at least 30 minutes just to get from the parking lot into Magic Kingdom. Tip number 2 is when you get past security, this is what you will see, and you will have 2 options. You will either be able to take the monorail, which is right there, or the ferry boat, which is over there. A couple things to note. Monorail will take less time to get to the park, but you have to wait in a line and they come not as frequently, so it may take you longer to get to the park. Ferry boat is usually guaranteed to get you on in whatever group you are waiting in because the ferry boats can hold a ton of people. Typically, I always go ferry boat because I feel like you can get on faster and there is a lot more space and they can fit a lot more people. However, when it is 90 degrees like it is today, I usually opt for the monorail if the line isn't super long, but because a ton of people just got off a tram and the line now is long, so it'll take probably 1 to 2 monorails to actually load people on, I may take the ferry. Basically, play it by ear. There's an up ramp for the monorail. I saw someone with disability asking what's better for them, so there is an upwards ramp to get to the monorail, and there is a downward slope ramp to get to the ferry boat, and then you kind of have to walk across a bridge. So both are very accessible friendly, but just keep that in mind. The one that's over there just left, and there's one far over there that's already on its way here, so not too long of an overlap of waiting here. Your next tip is when you first get in the morning, everyone is going to run straight for that castle to get their pictures right in the morning. I would recommend not doing that. Run to your favorite rides first. Most people will run and try to get castle pictures instead of get on the rides, which I know sounds a little bit weird, but they will. And so if you come in the middle of the day toward like sunset, beautiful pictures and no one is waiting there. Heading to our next location for tip number 4 or fact number 4. But before we do, this video is not going to include tips about Lightning Lane, anything like that. This is just like more specific tips. If you want a whole video on that, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely make one. Tip number 4 is you'll want to make sure you try and do all of the outside rides first. Anything, roller coasters, floating rockets, anything that's outdoors, try to do that first because come summer, the rain starts every day at like 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. and it does rain basically every single day. And that works for any ride in any theme park here in Orlando, Florida, because it does rain every single day during the summertime. You'll want to make sure you do the outside ride first because roller coasters will not shut down for rain, but they will shut down for lightning in the nearby area, and they could be shut down for the whole day. But typically your best bet is always in the morning, come and ride that ride. And your last tip is to download the app onto your phone. They have these for Apple and Android, and you want to make sure you're using the application because it'll tell you wait times and it'll be updated throughout the day. It'll tell you if a ride is down. You can mobile order your food, so you can order your food through the app so you don't have to stand in long lines, which there are still long lines because a ton of people don't know about it. So you want to make sure you mobile order through the app because once you order, your food will be prepared for you and all you have to do is stand in like maybe a 2-minute line to quickly grab your food and then find a place to sit. This is also where you can check any of your photos that you did from PhotoPass. You can book your lightning lanes, which I said I can make a whole other video if you guys want that one. So just make sure you're using your phone and using the app, which also bring an external battery, of course. And make sure you're using that instead of the physical app map because it helps, and there's an actual map on the app as well to help you navigate. And that's it. That is your top 5 facts that you need to know when coming to Magic Kingdom in the summer. If you want a separate video on how to use Lightning Lane and Genie Plus and all of that fun stuff, how to book your virtual queues ahead of time, how do you do it, what are the rules, when do you do it, why do you do it, which rides can you do it on, let me know and I can do a second video and a part 2. Just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all. Have a wonderful weekend, Magical Month, and I'll see y'all in the next one.